Hey yo, it's the Prince of Patrick, and welcome to another tier ranking video. We haven't done one of these in an incredibly long time, and oddly enough, they're one of the more popular videos on my very small channel so far, other than my NBA commentary, which you should definitely go check out. I've been putting in work with those. I got some more on the way, and that's my passion. The NBA and being a commentator and whatnot. But we're gonna talk about what we have today is DreamWorks movies. DreamWorks animation movies from 1998 to 2019. Now, me personally, I actually kind of grew up with DreamWorks right alongside Disney. Actually, some of my favorite movies of all time, at least two of them come from DreamWorks, but we'll get into those when we get there. But DreamWorks to me has kind of fallen off. I haven't seen a DreamWorks movie in quite some time. So there will be a few in the have not seen, but for most part, I've seen the majority of these movies. The tiers that I have are amazing, great, good, mid, bad, and I need a drink, which pretty much is I need something else to help me get through this movie. Like I can't just watch it just sitting by myself, nothing else, okay? But so we'll get there. I think they did it in I don't know how they did this, how they lined this up, but Turbo, the one with the snail, I have not seen. To me, I think that was a recent movie, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I haven't seen that. Same with Trolls and Boss Baby. Now, Captain America, I have seen, and that's pretty much because it had Kevin Hart in it. Now, I actually grew up reading the Captain America comics growing up, so I enjoyed those as a kid. But I saw this as an adult, so it wasn't a bad movie. But it wasn't nothing to write home about neither. So I don't know whether I should put it in mid or good. Like there's definitely parts about it, and it was pretty much a copy and paste of the first Captain America book. So I'm gonna put it in good. Like I didn't have a problem with it. It wasn't bad. We'll just go there. I don't know if this is the original one or what. On How to Train Your Dragon. Let's see. This is one of them. We'll skip this one for right now. Chicken Run. I definitely saw that growing up quite a bit. Ooh, this is a movie I've seen so long ago. Like I don't know if I enjoyed it as a kid, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid. So I'm a stick it in good. You know, I can't. There's nothing to hate. Shrek. That's an amazing movie. One of DreamWorks' best movies of anything they made. Shrek 2 is iconic. Just the acting, the story, the soundtrack laid behind everything, the visuals, amazing. Penguins, I have not seen these. After the second Madagascar movie, I didn't really see much of that franchise. Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were Rabbit, I enjoyed it as a kid, but I'll put it in mid. The thing is, I love claymation. Like, and I'll put it this way: some of these are subject to change as I go through the video. But oh man, I know I really enjoyed it as a kid. I loved the claymation. I love the story of Wallace and Gromit. We'll see. We'll see by the end of this video. Puss in Boots. That was mid. Shrek, Happily Ever After. I did not like that movie at all. Like, by this time, Shrek to me had ran its course. They had come out with multiple Christmas specials and whatnot. They had already had 3 movies. To me, after the 3rd movie, I was done with Shrek. I was done. I was done with the franchise, so I'm gonna put it in bad. Shrek the Third. I need a drink. I hated that movie. I just hated the character. I'm trying to do my best, trying not to spoil these things. But Artie was not to me, he was a terrible character. He was soft. He was just no. No, this is not a good character to revolve a movie around. No. Madagascar 3. I need a drink. Hated that movie. And the only thing that I could really remember from this movie was Marty singing that Afro Circus song. Afro Circus, like, come on, bro, get out of here with that, man. I can't stand that. How to Train Your Dragon 2. That was a really good movie. I'm gonna put that in great. You know, How to Train Your Dragon series was pretty good all around. You know, I don't think they had a bad movie. Shark Tale, as a kid, I loved it. You know, it had a star-studded cast. They had Will Smith, Angelina Jolie, Robert De Niro, etc., etc. They had a lot, man. And then they had the car wash song at the end of the movie. It was funny as a kid, but I feel like if I was to watch it now, I wouldn't enjoy it. So I'm gonna judge this to me as a kid. I'm gonna put it in mid because I've seen this movie multiple times, and there was sometimes when I watched it I liked it, and there was sometimes I didn't really enjoy it. Ants, it's a bad movie. It's just not good. And the thing is, DreamWorks made this movie to try to compete with Disney's A Bug's Life, and you know it just did not hit compared to Bug's Life. Man, I can't know a B movie. I need a drink, and I'm not saying B movie is bad. It's just that the woman falling or is in like has some kind of romantic connection with a B. I need a drink for that, man. That's just not for me. Oh my goodness, this is a very memeable movie though. I will give it that. It has a lot of memes that go with it, but in terms of like me enjoying it, I can't stand the B movie. How to Train Your Dragon. I'm gonna put all the How to Train Your Dragon movies pretty much in grade. Now, I didn't know if this was a special they had or not. Joseph King of Dreams. It was a bad movie. The biblical movies that DreamWorks made, I'll get into those later. But Joseph King of Dreams was not a good movie. Rise of the Guardians. There was parts of the story, like they could have really done something with this movie. But I wasn't messing with the animation, and I wasn't messing with some of the characters. Like the Sandman was very interesting in this movie. The origin story for Jack was interesting, but everything else just did not hit for me. So I'm gonna put it in mid. It's a mid movie. Sinbad. Honestly, the main thing I can remember about Sinbad was when it came out was the last time I was at an Applebee's, which is like 2003-ish, I believe.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
It wasn't a good movie though. So I'm gonna put it in bad. Flushed Away. This is another one of these movies I just cannot stand to watch. So I'm gonna put it in I Need a Drink. Kung Fu Panda 2. Ironically, I haven't seen this one. Same with Home. Same with Kung Fu Panda 3. The original Kung Fu Panda, I'm going to put that in amazing. I really enjoyed that movie. It was really good. Jack Black, of course, gave a great performance. The story behind it, the message that it was trying to get to, you know, it was just great. The music behind it, the animation, the way they mirrored the Kung Fu moves and everything was great. Fitted into animals. I loved it. Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa. I'm gonna put it in mid. It didn't live up to the first one, but it was better than the third one. So I'm gonna put it in mid. Madagascar, that was a good movie. I don't have any complaints about it. You know, I watched it a lot as a kid. You know, then the Croods, I ain't seen no shit like this. Megamind. Oh, Megamind. Where'd I put this? It's either going in bad or I need a drink. I've only seen it once. Oh, man. I'm gonna put it in bad. I just know. Just know. Monsters vs. Aliens, same place. Going right in bad. I did not enjoy that movie at all. Peabody and Sherman, never even heard of this. Over the Hedge. Now, this is a movie I could get into talking about. Oh my goodness, I loved this movie growing up. Just the story, the different characters. There's just so many different things you can enjoy about this movie. Oh man, where'd I put it? I think I'm gonna put it in great. I think that's where I'm gonna stick it. Ooh, done, but it's not on the level of How to Train Your Dragon though, so I gotta put it in good. It's a good movie. The video game was fire too. I ain't gonna lie. The video game was fire, and then you know it's a very memeable movie as well. I like the main character, Prince of Egypt. Now, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Still to this day, I listen to the Prince of Egypt soundtrack, just to put me in a good mood, you know. And it is a biblical movie, and I know how people feel about biblical movies and whatnot. But this movie here, if you really want to watch a movie that just hits different in terms of animation, voice acting, storytelling, music, just anything, it hits on every single level. From when Moses was growing up, it pretty much skips his childhood and it gets to where he was like a late teen, early adult. And they really do a good job of developing the relationship he has with his brother. And then bringing that back in when he returns as a full Israelite, I'll put it that way. It's just an amazing movie. One of the best. One of the best. I love it. Listen to the soundtrack and then tell me, like, hey man, Prince of Egypt, that's a nice movie. I think it's on Hulu. So if you hey, I don't know how else to convince you, man. I could go on forever about this movie, but I'm trying to cut this thing down. Just give Prince of Egypt a watch. It's a really enjoyable movie. I really want them to come out with like a 4K collector's edition of this movie, man. The Blu-ray they got right now, I'm not getting that because it looks so trash compared to all of, like, it's like they literally took this picture and just stuck it on the disc. It's like, no, you need to put time and effort behind this movie. Oh my goodness. They even had on the album, Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey did a version of When You Believe, and that, ooh my goodness. I don't know. I might, if I don't get copyright, I might try to stick it in there. You just hear some of the music. It's amazing. I love it. I love this movie very, very much. El Dorado. This is a really feel good movie. You want to laugh, you want to have fun with a movie. Like, it's not the best. The storytelling is off at times. But if you just want a feel good movie, watch Return to El Dorado or whatever. I think that's what it's called, The Return to El Dorado. I love it. Shrek, the original one, amazing. Like, what else can you say? Somebody once told me that. Oh man, you can't hate on Shrek, man. Except them last two movies. You can hate on those, but the first two are iconic. Spirit, Diana the Cimarron. To me, another DreamWorks movie where I still to this day listen to the soundtrack. You know, by Bryan Adams. Story is telling, the characters, the way it focuses around one horse and the journey he goes through to become free, resonates with me, man. I love Spirit, Stallion, and Cimarron. So that's pretty much all the movies they got. Compared to the Disney movies that I made, this is very small. I don't know if this is all, but they did give a date between 1998 and 2019, pretty much 20 years of animation. They came out with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Is this nigga serious?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 30. 30 said they didn't even come up with 40 movies, man. The Disney one had close to 60. But any ones that I would want to change, let's see. Yeah, I've never seen any of these movies. I don't know if this is the Penguins of Madagascar, the TV show, because if that's the case, I have seen it. And if it is a TV show, I would stick it in good. I enjoyed the TV show. But this says movies. So let's see. Any ones that I can change. And the thing is, I know people do enjoy Shrek the Third and the last Shrek, but I just cannot take it. You know. Chicken Run is definitely kind of iconic because it was one of the first ones, but it's just a good movie to me. Wallace and Gromit, I think I'll change that to good. You know, it's a good movie. You know, stick it right beside Chicken Run. Wallace and Gromit was a good movie. There's nothing really bad about it, but there was nothing that really just popped and stood out. Plus, I really don't like mess with Chicken Run because you know it's all about killing chickens. Like Jesus Christ. Um, Can I stick any of the Train Your Dragons in amazing? I probably could, but I won't. Because if that's the case, there would be no movies in great. So, uh, and am I rating Spirit and Prince of Egypt incredibly high because it's just I love those movies so much? Like, thing is, I don't know. I'm very biased when it comes to movies. Like, and a lot of this is objective, of course. And I really want y'all to comment down below what y'all think of these choices. You know, I would really appreciate that. But like, I really do love Spirit and Prince of Egypt. And the thing is, what takes it over the top for me is the soundtrack. It has an amazing soundtrack. Each song is great in one way or another. I think that's really why I stuck it in amazing, because of the soundtrack. But what they're doing, like the story they tell, is comparative to Shrek and Shrek 2 in terms of how good it is. That's the thing. Oh man. Because the thing is, I honestly think that this, along with Kung Fu Panda, was the best trilogy actually that DreamWorks made. I honestly do think that. Like, there's nothing wrong with this movie. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. I think this is a good list, though, to be honest. And then these, like, if I was to see any of these, it'd probably be Kung Fu Panda 2 and 3. Like, I really don't care about the cruise. I know they came out with a new one recently, or are coming out with a new one recently. But I really just would not care about these movies at all, except for, these two. And I definitely do need a drink to get through these, man. So, yeah, that is my DreamWorks animated movies tier ranking between 1998 and 2019. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike it, hell, leave a dislike. I would like the feedback. That's the most important thing for me on this, is to leave a comment down below. Leave a like as well. I think I, did a pretty good job. And subscribe to my channel, PrinceofPatrick7. We're going to be moving on up. We're going to keep growing. We're going to get this thing together. And if you like this commentary, look at my other tier ranking videos. I did one on the Disney animated movies, the Disney Channel stars from back in the day, the Marvel movies, which I actually am going to do another Marvel movie, okay? So I hope you stuck around to see this. I'm going to do another Marvel tier ranking video because I'm actually in the middle of watching all the MCU movies. I think I only have like 7 left. I know I have the rest of Captain America other than the first one to watch. I have the Iron Man ones to watch, Captain Marvel, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm probably not going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Other than that, thank you for watching. If you got to the end, thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. This has been the Prince of Patrick. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.